and today we're going to be teaching you how to tack up a horse correctly. And this over there, that's Gunna, and he's going to be our model today. So let's go get him! Okay, you can stop. How to put a halter on. Now first of all, you put the rope over his body so he can't run away. And then you put his nose through the nose band. And then you flick it over his ears, and then you put the buckle on the side. And that's how we do it. So how to lead a horse. You always lead them on the left, because in the olden days they had their swords on the left, otherwise they'd end up stabbing their horse, which is never any good. Come on, Gunna. Good boy. Now we're going to show you how to tie a safety knot. So basically you put it over the hitching post, and then you get a little bit of rope and put it underneath here. How do we get there? Right. And then you put another loop there, and then another one, and then you can pull it like that. And then if they ever get spooked by something, if you take it out like that and go like that, then it comes off really quickly. Okay, so this is a magic brush, and I use this first so that we can like get rid of all the dirt and stuff and flatten out his fur. So let's do that. Okay, now the magic brush, you brush all around their body except their legs. You do that with the dandy brush, and you never brush on the flank unless it's absolutely necessary, and you do it really gently because they're very sensitive here. This is a dandy brush, and this is like with the finishing touches, and you get the dandy brush and you basically do the same thing but you do it on his legs as well. This is a mane and tail brush, and I'm going to use this to brush his mane and make sure there's no knots in it. Okay, so to brush him, I'm just running it through his mane and making sure there's no knots, and you can also hold the front so that it doesn't hurt them, but they can't actually feel anything, so it's all good. When you're brushing their tail, you start at the bottom and you get rid of all these little knots and little things that are in the tail, and then you slowly work your way up. And you hold their tail there so that you have more. And this is for taking the dirt out of their hooves. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So basically you run your hand along their leg, and he's really good at picking it up. And then you hold it here, and you keep your feet out of the way, otherwise if he puts his foot down then you'll get squashed. How to put on a saddle blanket. So this is a normal saddle blanket, except some saddle blankets have also got fabric covering the rest of their back, but I just have one like this. Right, so basically you put it over his back, and then it should be in line with his shouldery, muscly thing here, and then you don't put it too far back so that it's basically in line. This part should be in the middle of his spine, and this is just over his wither. Pad, and I just use this for extra comfort, and it's also got back raising pads in the back, so this is why I use it. A half pad, and I'm just going to put it over here so that's perfectly in line with the saddle blanket. So now I'm going to show you how to put the saddle on. So you just put it over his back, and then you place it down gently, otherwise it could scare him a little bit if you put it on crazily. And then you lift up the saddle blanket a little bit so that it gives him more freedom with the muscle, and then you can just move the saddle around until it fits comfortably. Okay, and then you can also stick these straps underneath so that the saddle doesn't move as much, like that. I'm going to show you how to put the girth on. So when you put the girth on, this part should be in the front, this little buckle here, and that's if you want to attach a martingale or a breastplate. And then you put these straps underneath here, and then you can, I always start with the first hole and take it up slowly, and then you put on the other one, okay, and then you put on the other one, and then you can just tighten these straps there in line. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to put a breastplate on. So you put this clip on here like that, and then you put this underneath the girth and through it. I know this is a bit annoying. And then you go around to the other side. And now we'll tighten it on the other side. And again you put it through these straps for extra support. Like that. And then on the other side, and you always do on the third strap first and third. And you close these up. Keep going. Right, and now we're going to clip on the other side of the breastplate. And you need this because it stops the saddle from moving back and forth. Then you clip it in like that. Okay, now this is how you check your stirrups. So mine are already at my length, but you can basically put your arm up like that, and then they should sit under your armpit, and that's where it is the perfect length. So as you can see, mine are the perfect length. So. Okay, so put your hand around his nose and then hold the bridle with that one hand and then guide the bit into his mouth, and then you can pull it over his ears. So these bits, the nose band always has to be underneath the rest of the bridle, but you start with the throat lash and you should be able to fit 4 fingers inside, and then it's not too tight and not too loose. And then with the nose band you should be able to fit 2 fingers inside, like that. And then on the flash strap, that just goes around his nose like that. And that's how you put a bridle on the martingle, and this is here, and that's to stop him from putting his head up really high. So basically you undo the reins, or you can also take them off with a bit, but I just do it like this because it's much easier. And then you lift this up like that, and then you lure it in and then bring it around his neck, and then you do it on the same with this one. So you lift it up and then put it through, and then you attach it again over here. That. Now Gunna is fully tacked up. Do you want to see the gear? So this is his bridle, his martingle, his breastplate, saddle blanket, the half pad, the saddle, stirrups, the girth, and that is how you take up a horse. Now we're going to show you how to take off the martingle. So basically you get the reins and you unclip them and then undo them, and then you put it back around his neck, because otherwise if they're on the ground then you could step on them and then break your reins or get tangled up in them, which is never good. So you put it back on like that. Right, now this is how you undo his bridle. So you always put the reins over so that he doesn't run away. And you put that on like that. And then you undo this, which is the throat lash first. And then you can do his nose band. And then the flash. And once you've undone all of them, then you just pull it over his ears and then take it out of his mouth and then take the reins off. Alright, this is how you undo the breastplate. So you undo this clip first, and then you also will undo the girth. So you undo these straps and then you take off this, and then when it's under his stomach you can pull that through, and you'll go around to the other side, and then you unclip it over here, and then it's off. And then we'll also do the girth. So you undo this side and these straps, of course, and then the girth is off, and then you can sit this on top of the saddle, and then we just have to pull this off. So this is how you take off the saddle, and then you just take this off as well. Just go put your brush corner down, which usually gets rid of sweat, but he doesn't actually have any. It's all good. And then again, don't brush on his flank, and you can also do under the girth, because that's where the girth has been, and it's nice and soothing. So basically you just put it over his back where his butt is, and then you pull this end over the front like that, and then this line should be down the middle. Okay, and then with the buckle you just put it on as tightly as loosely as you want, and then you buckle it in, and then leg straps, and I cross them over onto the other strap like that, and then like that. Done. Okay, I'm going to show you how to undo it, since it's the easiest bit. Okay, come over here. So you just pull out the strap, push it through, pull it up, and it should come out. Yeah, just wait, hold it back, undo the back leg straps. Just pull it back, open, and then this side, and you just pull this cover off. Okay, so that is how you untack, tack, and put a rug on, and also take a rug off on a horse. And then you zoom in on Gunna, button, and we're going to be talking, and then you're going to put it over there, watch,
And when you pinch the screen like that, it's going to zoom on, and you zoom in on Gunna, okay?
we'll have to say that.
And then you keep on,
Gunna.
and then you the one on the left, and then he's going to come over here probably. He's like, what the heck are they doing? And then there, you zoom out again, and you watch us as we walk over, okay?
So he's actually done a really good job. I know it's going to be super easy, but you're not supposed to go directly behind or directly in front, otherwise you'll scare them. And so this is how you put a halter on. So you have it like this, and then you put his nose through the nose band. Okay, cut. Right, and then you take the girth from under his stomach and make sure that it goes there under nicely. And then you put it under here, and he's very fat at the moment, so yeah. And then you put this strap on. Okay, he's so fat I can't actually do it. Wait, I'm gonna get rid of these straps. Now, okay, just on the other side of the breastplate, and the breastplate is used to stop the saddle from moving backwards and forwards. Put your head up, Gunna. And it's very hard to do when Gunna has his head down. Okay, now we're going to clip up the other side of the breastplate, and the breastplate is. So now we're going to put on the bridle, and this is obviously for control of the horse.
This is eyeball. So funny. Oh wait, I'm still filming.